When it comes down to the dollars, advertisers and sponsors pay NBA players a lot of money, since basketball is both a high-paying sport worldwide as well as one of the most watched sports in the United States. So, who are the world's wealthiest NBA players? And who do you think is the richest? 10. Grant Hill, $180 million. Ex-basketball player Grant Hill has a net worth of $180 million. He was a professional basketball player for 18 years before retiring as one of the highest-paid athletes in history. While playing in the NBA, he made a total of almost $140 million in salary. Among the teams he played for include the Detroit Pistons, Orlando Magic, Phoenix Suns, and Los Angeles Clippers. Grant went on to have a very successful entrepreneurial career once he retired. He and a group of other investors purchased a minority ownership in the NBA's Atlanta Hawks in 2015. Hence, he's one of the world's wealthiest players as a result of his NBA and investing careers. 9. Kevin Garnett, $190 million. His experience at the Farragut Career Academy earned him a spot on the Minnesota Timberwolves draft board as the 5th overall pick in 1995. Kevin Garnett is valued at over $190 million as of the year 2022. Following his retirement, the fiery Garnett became a studio analyst for an NBA-themed television show. In 2019, he appeared alongside Adam Sandler in the crime thriller Uncut Gems, and in 2020, Garnett was inducted into the Naismith Memorial Basketball Hall of Fame. Well, have you watched Uncut Gems? 8. Hakeem Olajuwon, $200 million. Hakeem Olajuwon is a former NBA player who was born in the United States and hails from Lagos, Nigeria. From 1984 through 2002, he played center for the Houston Rockets. As a basketball player, Olajuwon was inducted into both the Basketball's Hall of Fame and FIBA's Hall of Fame. He's our 8th richest NBA player in 2022, with a fortune estimated at $200 million. In the mid-1990s, Olajuwon achieved the zenith of his career, Defensive Player of the Year for the 1992 to 1993 and 1993 to 1994 NBA seasons, as well as MVP for the 1993 to 94 season. In the NBA Finals, Olajuwon led the Houston Rockets to a 7-1 triumph over the New York Knicks, and he was awarded Finals MVP for his performance. The next season, he led the Rockets to a second title and was awarded his final MVP. 7. David Robinson, $200 million. He is dubbed as the Admiral by his teammates. He's a retired NBA player from Key West, Florida. During his basketball career, he played for the San Antonio Spurs. He's widely considered to be one of the greatest center players in NBA history. Do you agree? With a fortune in excess of $200 million, David Robinson is the 7th richest NBA player in the world. The Dream Team of the NBA, which included Robinson and other stars, dominated the 1992 Olympic Games in Barcelona, capturing 2 gold medals for the United States of America's men's basketball team. He was inducted into the Naismith Memorial Basketball Hall of Fame in 2009. 6. Kobe Bryant, $350 million. Once a legend, always a legend. And as the soldiers say, they never leave their own behind. A professional basketball player from Philadelphia, United States, Kobe Bryant was known as the King. In the NBA, he was one of the most well-off players. He joined the Lakers in 1996 and developed a legendary 1-2 punch with the Lakers center. Kobe Bryant is one of the NBA's most recognizable players, and he has a remarkable career to show for it. For many, he's the greatest NBA player of all time because of his major role in 5 separate Lakers championship teams of the early 2000s. But bad luck struck, and Bryant and his 13-year-old daughter were among 9 people killed when a chopper carrying them to a girls' basketball tournament crashed on January 26, 2020. So what do you have to say about Kobe Bryant? 5. Shaquille O'Neal, $400 million. He's an American basketball player who is a member of the Newark Thunder of the National Basketball Association, NBA. O'Neal went on to have a stellar NBA career as a power forward, and for many years, O'Neal played professional basketball with Kobe Bryant. By 2022, Shaquille O'Neal is estimated to have a net worth of $400 million. As of now, it's projected that O'Neal makes at least $60 million a year through his multiple jobs, endorsement deals, and business interests after retiring from professional basketball. You can rest assured that Shaq has one of the most outstanding post-retirement careers in sports, and he'll continue to make money from all aspects, no matter what he does. 4. LeBron James, $450 million. He is an Akron, Ohio native who's both a professional basketball player and a businessman. The Los Angeles Lakers, where James is nicknamed King James, are his current NBA team. LeBron James was the NBA's Cleveland Cavaliers' best guard until signing a free agent contract with the Los Angeles Lakers in 2019. At an average of 27.4 points per game and 8.3 assists per game, he maintained his high level of play despite missing substantial time due to an injury for the first time in his career. It was a rough season for the Los Angeles Lakers without LeBron James, who was sidelined for the entire 2018-19 campaign. Do you think that if LeBron James was in for the season 2018-19 for the Los Angeles Lakers, things would have been different? 3. Magic Johnson, $600 million. Ex-NBA player Magic Johnson is from Michigan. After quite a successful career at NBA, Johnson revealed he had HIV and went ahead to start his own business. Johnson has recently collaborated with Starbucks, Fridays, and 24-Hour Fitness. After his basketball career ended, Johnson transitioned into a highly successful entrepreneur and HIV/AIDS campaigner. In 2012, he was a member of a group that bought the Los Angeles Dodgers from their previous owners. In 2017, he returned to the Lakers organization as an advisor to owner Jeannie Buss. A few short weeks later, Johnson was elevated to the position of president, giving him complete authority over the Lakers front office. But at the end of the 2018-19 season, he unexpectedly quit, saying he preferred to devote his time as an advocate for the sport. The anticipated net worth of Magic Johnson in 2022 is $600 million. 2. Junior Bridgeman, $600 million. With a net worth of $600 million, Junior Bridgeman is a former NBA player for the Milwaukee Bucks and Los Angeles Clippers, where he had a mediocre 12-year career in the league. $350,000 was the biggest single-season pay he earned, and he invested all the money he earned in fast food franchises such as Wendy's. And do you think that it worked out for him? Well, he's now one of the wealthiest sportsmen in history and a role model for others who want to succeed after retiring from the sport. 1. Michael Jordan, $2.1 billion. As a former professional basketball player, Michael Jordan has transitioned into a businessman. His biggest sponsor, Nike, is the source of the vast majority of his fortune. He's largely considered to be one of the greatest NBA players of all time. With a fortune of $2.1 billion, Michael Jordan is the wealthiest NBA player in history. The notable athlete is one of the world's wealthiest sports figures. Jordan, a 6'6" guard, was a great shooter and passer, as well as a fierce defender throughout his playing career. Because of his exceptional jumping and acrobatic skills, he was given the moniker Air Jordan, and his fame soared to heights that few athletes or celebrities have ever experienced. He was voted one of the 50 best players of all time by the NBA in 1996, and he was inducted into the Naismith Memorial Basketball Hall of Fame in 2009. And in 2016, he received the Presidential Medal of Freedom. So, do you celebrate these NBA stars as your legends? And who among them strikes you the most? Comment below, let's engage. Also, please leave a like, subscribe, and don't forget to turn on the notification bell. Lastly, click on one of these videos on the screen to watch another amazing video. Goodbye, see ya on the other side.